to be the greatest country in the world. And it is worth fighting for. It is worth bleeding for. And if it takes it, it's worth dying for the greatest country that this world has ever seen.
What's going on, America? And welcome to the Christmas special of Dear America. Let's get business out of the way first. You need to hit that like button and hit that share button. The more you do that, the more people learn the truth. And we're not necessarily talking about the truth of the left or the right. We're talking about the right or the wrong when it comes to what are the greatest Christmas movies ever made. Make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to hit the share button. Unless you're a Scrooge, of course. Ha. Yeah, I said it. Also, by the way, I'm so glad we're back. It is not Happy Holidays, you communist people. It is Merry Christmas or Merry Christmas, depending on what region of the country you come from. If you agree that it's Merry Christmas, comment in the chat right now and blow up Rumble servers because Merry Christmas is back and Happy Holidays is in the DEI LGBTQIA plus garbage dumpster fire where it belongs. I'm so pumped for this. I'm ready to have an argument. I am ready to go across the board. But first and foremost, we got to talk about our sponsor for this episode, and that's our good friends over at Preborn. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone needs to go to preborn.com/Graham right now. $28 can save a life. It can save the most precious of us, and that is the unborn. It is a known statistic that young mothers that are in a hard situation, the second they see that ultrasound of their unborn baby, that precious life, they are 87% less likely to terminate that pregnancy. For just $28 a month, you can help save what is now jumped to 330,000 babies that have been saved by Preborn. So make sure to give the ultimate gift this holiday season, and that is the gift of life. Go to preborn.com/Graham. That's preborn.com/Graham. Now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Christmas version of the show. Bring everybody on. Hey, let's go. All right, all right. I love it. I love it. We got
Hey.
Chad's like 10 seconds behind.
Chad changed his background again, and so Chad
I got the whole Christmas.
Chad is out in the street.
Chad's standing out in the street. Are you cold, my friend? So, all right.
I got the whole Christmas apocalypse going.
All right. So here's what we need. We need ultimate crowd participation from this. What we're going to do, we're going to have a little bit of fun today. For the first time, I feel, in a long time, what we're going to do is we found a list online of the top 23 Christmas movies. We're not doing 23. We ain't got the time. But we're going to jump to the top 10. We don't know. The only person that knows is Royce. Royce is going to reveal the top 10, and we're going to say...
This is by Entertainment Weekly, by the way, so take that with,
So Lord only knows what garbage we're finna see. So you're going to react the same time we react. We're going to say, do we agree? Do we disagree? Too high, too low, all that stuff. Once we get through that, we've got our own personal top 10. And we're going to see how big of fights we actually get in here. It took Royce every bit of 4 hours to figure out 10 Christmas movies.
What are you talking about? Okay. I did this in the span of 5 minutes, man. Although, man, it's hard to pick a number one, even a number three. They're all good. I love them all.
Number one was easy. But you comment in the chat what you think. Do you agree with us? And, of course, we need all of you to let Todd know that he's wrong for the entirety of this show. We need you to know across the board. So let's jump into it. Royce, without further ado, what does Entertainment Weekly say is the number 10 Christmas movie of all time?
Can I get a drum roll, please? Drum roll from everybody. And...
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
I'm not going to fight it.
64. All right.
I'm not going to fight it. This is awesome.
It's a classic. Not on my list. It's a classic. I remember this movie across the board. It's claymation. Everybody thought it was really cool. I still remember that scene where Rudolph's trying to kick off like the whatever they put on his nose, and it's wow.
I love it. So I gotta watch this now.
I like Rudolph. Right. I hate that elf.
Okay, yeah, the elf is creepy, man.
Yeah, the elf is creepy.
That's a non-binary.
That elf might have been a precursor to Some LGB stuff.
Okay, all right. In the chat, what do you think? Do you agree with this ranking, or is it too high, too low? We're going to go down bottom to top on this. Chad, what do you think? Do you agree, or is it too high, too low?
It's not on my list, I can tell you that.
Okay, so it's too high. So too
way
high
too high. Too much childhood trauma right there.
Okay, all right. Royce, too high, too low?
I think this is in a separate category of its own, honestly. Like it's so good it's not on my list, but I do love it just because it's so iconic. You know what I'm saying? But it's not a full movie. It's like 20 minutes long. You know?
Yeah.
It's not like a movie.
So too high.
I guess, but
you guess.
list.
You got it. You can't
separate
guess.
list. It doesn't apply. I don't agree that it's on the list.
Royce, one
Comment
list.
in the chat. Too high, too low. Todd, what do you
Not
think?
even an honorable mention.
Not even an honorable mention
agreed.
from Todd. All right, Tony.
Dude, F all of you. All right. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is an awesome movie. It is high on my list.
But don't tell us what it is.
No, I'm not
yet.
going to tell you what it is. But, I mean, for the time when it came out, all the things that it did, I mean, whenever I saw this movie, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get some presents. I got you.
So we know it's on your list. Is it too high or too low?
It's too low.
Too
No,
low.
absolutely.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
I'm worried.
My thing is
That's all right. That's all right.
crap movie.
Yeah.
I'm over it. Way too high.
Yeah.
I get
That's all right. You guys are all hicks. So
Let me tell you, I got a song out. It came out last year for Christmas called "I'd Be Jolly Too." The premise of the song is, if I knew where all the naughty girls lived, I'd be jolly too. Okay, and it's got in the chorus, it says, "I've outgrown the jingle bells and all the red-nosed reindeer games." Let me tell you something. This is Child's movie. This is why there's so many effeminate men in the world today. Right here, this movie.
Yeah.
little
This guy wanted to know where all the naughty boys were. Either way, moving on. Okay, all right. Do you agree? Too high, too low, but we got to keep it moving. Royce, go back to us. Go back to all of us so you can get the screen right so we can do a reveal here.
Yep.
Let's see here. Okay, so here we are. All right. Again, comment yes, no, or comment too high, too low, or do you agree? Royce, whenever you're ready, we'll start the drum roll. Are we ready?
Do the drum roll.
Drum roll. Number 9 is
Come on.
The Year Without Santa
telling you,
Claus,
man.
1974.
Hey, this is also a good one.
Okay.
This
have
is also
never
a
heard
really
this
good
movie
one.
before.
I'm already getting pissed
No.
off.
Yeah,
already.
this
I
list
was
sucks.
okay with the other one. This is okay. Real quick. Too high, too low, chat. Chad, what do you think? Too high, too low? What is it even doing
It's
here?
way too high. It shouldn't be in the top 100.
All right, let's go quick on this one. This is
It's too
crap.
high. It is too high.
Okay,
Yeah.
Todd.
Sucks.
Tony.
I've never heard of it. Too
Okay,
high.
there you
It's
go.
great.
Complete balls is what this
Like,
is.
total
No,
trash.
absolutely.
What kind of list? How is that on this
Okay,
list?
all
Royce,
right.
you found the list, so there you
I'm
go.
really
I
disappointed.
did not. Todd found the
I
list.
found the list.
Okay, Tom.
I'm really-
Sorry, Royce. I take it back.
I'm disappointed in that one. Chat, comment below. What the heck? Let's get what the heck? WTH.
WTH.
Not the other one. WTH in the chat. We are a PG-13 show. I want WTH blowing up in the
think
chat.
for that movie, it should have been WTF, dude. Because
Hey, I
I've
will
never
say,
heard of it
has anybody else seen that movie? Have you guys seen
No,
that?
I've
No.
never heard that. I've never heard.
I
of
saw it
before.
as a child, and I thought it was fun. But it's not. Again, the Rudolph isn't. It's not a movie. It's like a little skit. You know, that's all they were.
Well,
You know what I
it
mean?
better-
It's made for TV prime time.
it-
Back
exactly.
better-
I mean,
It
the
should be
original
on this
Grinch
list.
was only like 30 minutes.
It better get
Yeah,
better
the
quick.
OG Grinch.
All right, are you ready for number
Let's
8,
go.
Royce?
I am ready.
Here we go. Number 8
And-
is... Oh, okay. The Muppet
right,
Christmas
yeah.
Carol, 1992.
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Michael
okay.
Caine.
Michael Caine, R.I.P. Is Michael Caine dead? He died, right?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Or am I thinking
don't think
Sean
so.
Connery?
Sean Connery.
Oh, okay, never
Sean
mind.
Connery.
What's that Sean Connery?
It's going to be trending on Twitter.
Yes.
R.I.P. Michael
Funny
Caine.
person.
Okay, all
Grant
right.
killed Michael Caine.
Okay, all right. This one I did. Okay, I'll give you this one. All right. Here we go. What do you think, chat? Too high, too low? Chad, what's your vote on this one?
It's too high.
Too high. Okay. Does it make your top 25 at
Not at
least?
all.
Oh,
Not at
okay.
all.
All right. Okay. All right. Royce, we know you watched this a lot. I can tell by your expression. So what is it? Too high, too low? What do we got?
I've never seen it.
What?
Oh, what?
You have seen the Christmas Carol, right? Like you've
Yes, I've seen the one with the
okay.
Jim Carrey animated one, like the You know.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, okay. Todd, too high, too low.
Honorable mention in top 25, maybe.
Ooh,
maybe. And Michael
okay.
Caine is
God.
alive. He's 91
Michael-
years
Todd's
old.
got like
Michael
a
Caine.
he's got like an in-depth list right there.
Yeah, all right. Tony.
Yeah, it's too high, but I think it would be in my top 20.
Okay, all right. I will say that Christmas Carol is just a classic across the board. This doesn't do it for me. The Muppets are out, in my opinion. All right, let's go
Yeah.
back to the full screen here. What do you think, Chad? Too high, too low? But let's jump right into it here for number 7. Royce, we ready?
We are ready.
Let's do it. Number
And
7.
number 7.
is-
Okay, I can see that. I can totally see that.
Bad Santa, 2003. Definitely not a family Christmas
all.
movie. This one of the most crudest scenes in a changing room that I've seen in a while on a movie. But it does take place during Christmas, and he is a drunk Santa through. All I remember is that kid that, like, was it sneezes in his face or something when he's on his lap? And he's like, what the? Anyway, all right. What do you think, Chad? Too high, too low?
that is-
Chad Prather, what do you think?
It actually lives at number 9 on my own personal list.
Oh, you're not supposed to tell us the list, but
I
it
just
is
had
on
to
your
say.
top
I was
gonna
10.
guess that.
Let me
I was
just
gonna
say,
guess
as a precursor, here's the way I judge it. If it's on and I walk past it and I've got a minute to sit down, am I going to watch it? Right? This one I will watch. This
Okay,
one I will
all
watch.
right. Royce, we already know you hadn't seen this movie. So
I was
just-
1 year old when it came out. I've not seen this
I
movie,
was
man.
1 year.
I was 1 year old.
I was 1.
If
in
everybody
2002.
watching this chat just died a little inside when
my
he said
God.
that, comment yes or no in
I
the
feel
chat.
so old.
All right, Todd, what do you think? Too high, too low?
Yeah, no, it's good. Honorable mention. It's good.
Okay, all right, but still too high, right?
Yeah,
in your
yeah.
opinion?
Yeah,
Okay,
too
Tony.
Yeah, I think it's too high, but it would be in my top 20 as well. It's funny.
All
Funny
right.
movie, yep.
I'll give it top 20. It's nowhere close to my top 10, but yeah. All right. Yeah,
Yep.
sure. I'll go with it.
It's a funny movie, yeah.
Old Sling Blade in a
Great
Santa
actor.
outfit. Here we go.
Dude, if they would have done a Christmas sling blade, that would have been hilarious.
Hilarious. Landman is awesome.
All right, here
Are
we
we
go.
ready for number 6?
6. Here we go. Drum roll. Love Actually. Oh my gosh. This was written
Vanity
by a
Fair.
woman. This was written by a woman is what
Yep.
this is. This is the one where Rick from Walking Dead has the signs, right? Isn't that what it is? And
I've
he,
never
like,
seen
drops
this
the-
movie.
I've
Me
seen it.
neither.
I think
Yes.
Keira Knightley's in this movie, correct?
But that's right? It's
Yep.
the guy
Yeah,
who plays
that's
Rick
the
from
one.
Walking Dead, and he like the sign I can't be without you or something like this. Oh, okay. Chad, what do you think? Too
this
high,
is
too low?
Way too high. Shouldn't be on the list. This is this list must have come from Vanity Fair. Or
Dude, I'm
Vogue
telling
or
you, some
something like this.
girl wrote this. This
Guaranteed.
Okay,
They probably
yeah.
got serendipity on this list.
Yeah. Oh, they better not.
Serendipity.
All right. Okay. Royce, what do you think?
I was 1, never saw it.
Okay,
Could be a
Todd.
lot of those.
This doesn't even make my top 500 movie list,
Yeah, I can't.
let alone Christmas.
Bad, too bad.
I can't think of any situation other than I'm dying in a hospital bed, unable to reach the remote that I would watch this show. Tony,
even
what
then,
do you
I'd probably
think?
I thought it was a
death.
good movie. It didn't make my top 10, but I thought it was a good movie.
Well, you're surrounded by girls. You
His
gotta-
But it's
wife
still-
made
it's
him
still-
watch it.
No, it's a pretty good movie.
Wives.
All right. Well, what do you think, chat? Too high, too low. But now it's time for number 5. Here we go. What is number 5?
Get better.
Hey,
Okay.
the original.
There we
How
go.
the Grinch Stole Christmas, 1966. For many of us that are above the age of 30, this was the only Grinch we had till we were
Yeah.
between 18 to 20-ish years old when the Jim Carrey version came out. Chat, what do you think? Too high, too low? Chad, what do you think?
You're a mean one.
Mr. Grinch.
No, you gotta
I
roll it.
think-
Grinch.
19 and a half foot pole. I think that they have it too low. I think it should be higher. I think
all right, too low
Not
for the
often will I say it.
original. The original Grinch. The original Grinch. Too low for Chad Prather.
Yep.
Royce, what do you think?
I think it's just right, actually.
Ooh, okay. All right.
Close to just right. But you have to think about it. Like, this is one of those movies that literally defines the American Christmas culture.
It does.
Yeah,
Like, you can't look away. You can't have Christmas without seeing the Grinch everywhere.
Correct, correct. I agree. All right, Todd, what you think?
Yeah, I think they're on the money. This is Boris Karloff narrating.
Nice.
Loved it. Amazing. Loved it.
All right, Tony.
I think it's too high, but it is a good movie.
Okay,
Yep.
all right. I will say that it's close. Close to where I think the Grinch as a whole should be. Like, the Grinch is more than just the cartoon now, and so I will say it's close there. All right, so that's the top 5 so far, but we got to get into our next sponsor really quick. And speaking of movies, that's our good friends at Angel Studios. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to go support our good friends over there by going to angel.com/Graham Hope right now. You can become a member of the Guild. By doing that, you not only get access to every single amazing movie, TV show that Angel Studios has done, you also get free tickets when an Angel movie gets into theaters. And as a member of the Guild, you get to vote on what they produce next. It's almost like you, the people, have the power. So become a member of the Guild today. Go to angel.com/Graham Hope. That's angel.com/Graham Hope right now. All right, let's get back into it here. We are on to, what is it, number 4? All right, chat, here we go. Number 4, drum roll. Number 4 on the list is...
Here we go.
Elf.
Okay.
2003
Heck yeah.
it was a B-budget movie that became an instant classic in the Christmas world. Let's see in the chat. What do you guys think? Elf, too high, too low? Chad Prather, what you got?
I think most people are going to make this. They're not going to like it simply because they don't like Will Ferrell, but I think they got it just about right on this.
Elf
I
is
agree.
good, man. Oh,
That's where I'm at. It's just
Royce
right.
just went right out of turn with Elf. All right.
Because he said exactly what I was going to say. I was 1 years old when this came out as well. Let's keep that in mind. But it's just right.
Is it 1 year
think it's a year
old,
old.
or is it 1 year old? I think it's 1 year.
I guess
1
year because
old.
it's not plural. It's singular.
Correct.
So
It's singular.
Yeah, but you said 1 years old.
I did say 1 years old.
You know what? Apparently 2003 was the year for Christmas movies. I will tell you that.
I guess so,
Yeah,
man.
2003 was right.
Anyways, this is just right on my list, despite
Okay.
me being 1 year old.
All right. Todd, what do you think?
Too high.
Okay. All right, Tony.
Way too high for me.
Oh, okay.
Elf doesn't even make my top 50, man.
Really?
No,
It's fit on a-
It's in there.
I am not a fan of Will Ferrell, dude. He
right.
irritates the
See?
crap out of me.
We'll
that's the
get
point.
into the arguments in a
That's the deal.
second. We'll get into arguments in a second. I will say it's too high for me. Too high. Great movie, instant classic. Too high for me. All right. Let us know in the chat. Do you agree or disagree?
Y'all
We
sit
haven't
on a
got to
throne
our
of
list.
lies.
Yes. You smell like beef and cheese. All right. Number 3 on this list is, drum roll.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh, a Charlie Brown Christmas 1965. Shoot me in the face. All right, Chad, what do you think? Too high, too low?
Yeah, it's too high, but I will say laugh out loud moment is when Lucy is telling Schroeder to play Jingle Bells, and he's playing it classically, and she's like, play it simpler, and he finally goes ding, 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 ding on the piano. Laugh out loud moment for me, but no, it's too high.
Okay, Royce.
It's too high. It is
Okay.
way too high.
Todd.
I'd say it might be in my top 25, maybe.
Really?
Because it's another class. It's a class. Charlie Brown Christmas. It's a
It,
classic.
it
is.
teaches bad hygiene with this kid with the blanket right here. He never bathes.
I know, but you think Charlie Brown, I think you think
No,
Christmas. You know,
that's Pigpen. This kid has addiction issues.
got his little blankie. That's right.
No.
Leave it to Chad.
His dad abandoned him. That's why he's got the blanket everywhere. This is a terrible, sad story. All right, Todd, what do you think?
It's in there, but it's too high.
Okay, all right. Tony?
Yeah, me too. It's too high, but it's in there.
All right, and for me, it's a big old... Never
Nice.
got into Charlie Brown. Never.
Is it a
never,
boom or a doom?
That's a dookie is what that is for me. I would
Please tell me you guys know what I'm talking about. When I say boom or doom.
Never
Yeah.
know.
You guys have not seen the Costco guys on the internet?
No.
Boom.
All right.
God,
Back
you
to
guys
Christmas list, Royce. We don't have time to talk about the age difference
God.
here. All right, number 2. Here we go.
Oh, snap. Here we
All
go.
right, here we go.
Oh,
Oh, Christmas Story 1983. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. Ho, ho, ho. Kicking him down the slide. All right. Too high, too low, chat. In my opinion, this is one of those movies that it is just Christmas, Christmas, Christmas.
Yeah.
Chad, what do you think? Too high or too low? Honestly, actually, you know what? Don't give it away, because if this is your number 1, if you say too high, too low, you're going to give it away because this is number 2.
Yeah.
So
This
just
is-
say, what do you think it's in the ballpark? Yes or no?
It's in the ballpark.
in
It's
the
not a number
ballpark for
one
Chad.
me. It's
Okay.
in the ballpark.
All right. Royce, what do you think? Is it in the ballpark?
I'll say ballpark. It's up there, you know.
Okay,
It's
all
I'm
right.
not going to say where, but it is up there.
Todd, is it in the ballpark?
oh, absolutely in the park.
Okay.
And
Tony.
I guarantee you, I know what number 1
Here
is
comes
based on
Tony.
this
He's
list.
going to be like, not even in my top 500.
It's in the ballpark, just not my ballpark.
Oh, no.
What is it about Tony?
Work.
Tony
He's
just
from
hates-
Oregon. He's from Oregon. That's what's going on.
Mexican Oregon.
Tony
This
hates
is-
white kids.
Yes. He doesn't want little white boys to get Red Ryder BB guns. That's
Lump
what's
of
wrong
coal.
with Tony. All right. This is definitely in the ballpark for me. Comment in the chat. Too high, too low, just right. Time for number 1 of this list, and then we get into the really good stuff, which is our list, and I will be leading that one.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here we go. Let's do a
I
drum
know
roll.
what it
Number
is.
1 on this list is.
Yep, I knew it.
Oh,
that.
What a
Wonderful
letdown,
Life,
man.
1946. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets its wings.
Yeah.
Chad,
go.
what do you think? Too high, too low?
It's in the ballpark. It's in
Okay,
the
all
ballpark.
right. Chad comes out within the ballpark.
Yo,
All right.
Yo, shavers and loan.
All right, Royce, what do you think?
I've never seen it.
Okay,
Oh, my
all right,
gosh.
figured. Yeah, I mean, this was 1 year after the end of the World War II, but either way, all right, Todd.
I loathe this movie.
Oh, you
Okay.
guys.
So it's not in his
Low.
top 10.
Yeah.
Loathe.
So just to be clear, you think it's too high?
Yes,
Okay.
I hate this movie.
All right,
No.
Tony, what do you
Again, it's in the ballpark, just not my ballpark.
Okay, yeah, I get it. In 1946, they didn't have a lot of options, and I get that our grandparents love it, and I understand. I just never got into it, man. I just never could get there. So for me, it's a big old.
You
Nope.
guys, let me tell you something about you guys. Y'all haven't been through enough stuff in life. I'm just telling you.
Y'all have been through enough
Y'all,
drama.
you
Obviously,
gotta
we know-
watch.
That's
you
why
gotta
I
watch,
hate this movie.
You got to watch this movie with me. Y'all don't love the Lord.
Speaking about people who love the Lord, all right, let's support a Christian organization, and that's our good friends over at Patriot Mobile. Ladies and gentlemen, stop giving your money to these anti-Christmas, Jesus-hating companies. Give your money to Patriot Mobile by going to patriotmobile.com/Graham today. When you sign up right now using the promo code Graham, you get your first month free. Join a company that has your values in mind and a Christian organization. Go to patriotmobile.com/Graham. That's patriotmobile.com/Graham, promo code Graham. All right. Now it's time to get into the nitty gritty of this stuff, folks.
get into the
So the
fight.
way we're gonna do it
Well,
is we're gonna go.
wait. Before we get into the list, do you guys want to see just scroll through really quick what the other of the 23 were?
No,
Super quick,
I don't
super
want-
quick. Let's go to
okay,
15.
All right.
Just go to 15.
Let's go to 15. We'll look at it all together.
We'll just,
11
we'll
to
just go back
15.
from 10. This
No
was ready-
comment.
this-
10
no
to 15.
comment. We're
Let's
just
go.
we're just scrolling
No
through.
comment.
This was
All right.
this was number 11 on their list, which I'm shocked
Okay,
about.
Number 11.
Home Alone was number 11.
Communist.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Trading
What?
places.
Number 12.
All right.
Hilarious movie.
Nightmare
13.
Before Christmas.
This one's
okay.
also great, actually.
It is a good
All right.
movie.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Never seen that one
Okay.
either.
Well, talk about racism. White Christmas. And Miracle on 31st.
forgot
Oh,
about that one.
is that the Angel Gets His Wings one?
No.
Did I mix
No.
that up?
No, that's that you had
That
it
was
right.
Wonderful
I
Life.
had it right.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
you had it
okay.
right.
I've never seen this.
I don't think I've ever seen this one either.
All right. Die Hard, number 16. Okay.
Also never seen it.
Again, these are the same
We
people.
said 15, Royce.
Scrooged. Okay.
It's
all right.
They're
Really quick,
missing
just to
one.
look at. I
Okay,
can't believe.
No, we're done.
turn it
we're
off.
done.
Shut
We're
it
done.
off.
I can't
Turn it
even
off.
believe.
Shut it
I
off.
can't
Turn it
even
off.
believe.
We got to get into our list here. We're running out of time.
This
All right,
list
here we
already
go.
sucks.
So
Oh, my bad, my
here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from 10 to 2, and then we're going to do our honorable mentions before we give our number ones.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So here we go. Not a lot of time to debate why we did it. It's just, chat. Let us know. Do you agree with me, the correct one, or these communists around here?
All right,
and
so it's not
their-
going to be a debate. You're going to say your list, and then somebody else is going to say their list.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go. Your number 10, and I don't need to know where you have it ranked later on or anything. It's just we're just gonna go through this here.
Okay.
We'll be here for 3 hours
Yeah,
if we
yeah.
made it both ways.
So
All right,
explain the
we're-
rules again. We're doing honorable mentions, or we're doing.
We're
our
gonna
top 10?
go. We're gonna go from number 10 to number 2, and then before we do number 1, we're gonna give our honorable mentions. And go kind of like they would an awards show, right? All right, so here we go.
It's photogenic.
All right, number 10 for me, again, in my opinion, came out in 2003. Instant classic. I've got Elf at number 10 for
What?
my list. Comment in the chat if you agree, disagree. Tony, we'll go in the order of that we're on the screen here. Tony, what's your number 10?
My number 10 is Gremlins.
Oh, wow. Okay, Gremlins. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot about Gremlins. The first one.
Really?
The first one.
First
correct.
Gremlins,
Yep.
yes. All right, Todd, what do you got for number
10,
10?
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Oh, okay.
I can see
that's a
that. I
good
can see
one.
that.
All
with you,
right,
Tom.
all right. Ernest Saves Christmas. Royce.
You have to understand my list is based off of my childhood
Oh
before I say
God,
anything.
here we go.
Jack Frost. Don't know if you've ever seen
Yeah,
it.
that's funny.
Michael Keaton
That one's
dies, blues player. Yeah, that's a
Yes,
good one. That's
Jack
a good
Frost.
one.
Yes,
It's
yes.
essentially, many people don't know that's an autobiography of Chad Prather's life. They just changed the name.
He's a snowman. He's a snowman.
All right, Chad, what's your number 10?
Polar Express.
Ooh.
Okay.
Chad went with
Number 10.
an animated.
Yeah.
Well, so when my 20-year-old daughter Olivia was potty training, we had to put a little DVD player in front of her because she would sit there for 2 hours. I can't tell you how many times we had to hear the Polar Express. You would think I would hate it, but there's a sentimental thing there.
Okay, all
between
right.
taking a dump and
Every time the caboose is loose, he thinks about Polar Express. All right, here we go. All right, number 9 in chat. Comment in the chat. Do you agree, disagree as we go? So for number 9, I've got the original Christmas Carol. That's what I've got for number 9. The original one, the black and white one, all that good stuff. I get it, the Jim Carrey animated version and all this other kind of stuff. But for me, that's like the one super old movie that I get behind. It's number 9 for me. Tony, you're number 9.
I have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And
Oh, wow.
And I already said why.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
All right. Todd.
Number 9, Rise of the Guardians with Jack Frost, Santa Claus, and all them.
Really?
Yeah, I love
I've
that
never
movie.
seen it. I've never
Ever
seen it.
It's a cartoon.
would-
Yeah.
Never, ever,
I think I saw it
ever,
once.
Ever would have guessed that. That is.
That's not even honorable mention, bro.
Yeah, I mean, you could have
love
put Elon Musk full net worth on the line, and I just would have whiffed that all day. All right, Royce, you're number 9.
Deck the halls.
Bernie Mac.
That's with
That's
short
with-
guy, Danny
yep,
DeVito,
yep.
right? Okay,
Yes, and
that's
he's
a
trying to
good
make
one.
the brightest house in the world. You
Yeah.
can see
That's
it
a
from
good
space.
one. That's a good one. Yeah,
That's my number
okay.
9. That's my
The
number
chat's
9.
still trying to figure out Todd's number 9 right now. Like the chat's
Watch it.
literally
It's
saying,
great.
like, what in the world? Rise of the
I've seen
Guardians sounds like Guardians of the Galaxy or something. All right, Chad, what's your number 9?
Bad Santa.
Oh, wow. So
I
we
gotta-
went from childhood memory
Yeah.
movie to a movie that you would
To a
never
degenerate.
want that man near your child ever.
Let me just tell you, there's whiskey stains on my Bible. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Number 8 for me, it became an instant classic with Arnold. That would be Jingle All the Way
No
for
way.
me.
Sinbad,
Number
man.
8.
Sinbad.
That's even
Jingle
on your list?
All the way.
one.
It's Turbo
It is a good
Man.
one.
It's
It is
Turbo
a good one.
time.
I just thought it was cheesy even as a kid.
It is cheesy, but it's Arnold Schwarzenegger, bro. Like, and so
I
for
get
me,
it. I get it.
Jingle All the Way, Sinbad. My favorite moment is there. He's like pretending it's a bomb, and then he walks away and it blows up, and he goes, "That was really a bomb." It's a sick world with sick people in it. That's like my favorite scene. All right, Tony, what's your number 8?
I got Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Wow. Okay, Tony, and I didn't realize that TV was about 15 years behind in Oregon. So all of his picks are really old
You guys,
right now.
you guys have to remember, we had one TV with a turnstile knob.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
my older brothers and we had cousins that everybody would pile up. There'd be like 30 people watching one show. So
One
that's what I grew
12-inch
up with.
TV.
That's right.
I can't
30
even comprehend
Mexicans.
that. A turnstile knob on a TV.
Dude, yeah, man.
Yeah,
I-
man, it
my
was-
my grandparents, we didn't have a remote, and I was the remote.
And
Go
the
change the
TV,
TV.
was housed in a freaking headboard, dude. It was like
yeah.
a freaking big
All
old.
wood.
I actually
all
didn't
wooden
grow. We
stuff.
didn't have cable when I was growing up. We just had a ton of VHS tapes, so I had to deal with all that.
You
But that's
and
all
your
I
good
had.
childhood.
Yeah,
All right,
exactly.
Todd, number 8.
Gremlins.
Oh,
Gremlins.
okay.
It's a
good call.
All right, all
It is a
right,
good
good.
call.
All right, Royce, what's your
Gremlins
number?
is good, but I know it's a Christmas movie, but it's really I don't think Christmas when I think Gremlins.
Gremlins is more. Gremlins is a
Mogwai
Christmas
was a
movie.
Christmas
Die Hard
It is.
not.
It is. It's based on Christmas, but like I just don't think Christmas when I think Gremlins.
Yeah, Gizmo is a literal freaking gift.
I literally
you know what I'm
just said,
saying?
I
like,
know,
the
but it's
Mogwai
more
was
like
a
a
Christmas
Halloween
present.
movie in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's
yeah.
like
All right, Royce, number 8.
4 Christmases.
Oh, Vince Vaughn.
That
Watched that
that
last
one
night.
is so. I
okay.
love. There's a couple of Vince Vaughns
It was
on my
good.
list.
All right, Chad, number 8.
Give me some Bill Murray and Scrooged.
Ooh, good one.
Yeah.
Good.
That is a good one.
Good pick. Chat, let us know. Too high, too low. So far, none of us have matched yet. It's going to be interesting to see if we match as we go. All right, number 7. It's been said already. Instant classic. I love every one of this man's movies. R.I.P. Number 7, Ernest Saves Christmas for me. Ernest Saves Christmas, number 7. I love that movie.
Did not expect that to be
To
that.
your point, Chad. Every time it's on, I gotta at
you
least
gotta
see
stop and look.
Ernest. I gotta see Ernest do
The
something.
best part, air brakes.
I do love Ernest.
All right, Tony.
I don't know if any of you are gonna have this movie on your list,
If
or
it's,
anybody
if
ever.
it's in Telemundo, probably
No.
not.
No, right.
Rambo: First Blood.
That is a
It is
Christmas
just-
movie.
It
Okay,
is. It is
okay.
just. I mean,
All right,
when
I'll give you that one.
he's destroying the sheriff's office with all the Christmas lights. Just,
All right.
Yeah,
Rambo-
but this is not stuff that you put on a Christmas movie list.
I will say
nobody
this.
Said,
Movie
nobody
stuff.
said for kids to watch.
Rambo First Blood is my argument as to why Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Because no one else in the world besides you considers Rambo a Christmas movie.
Dude,
and just because it's during Christmas does not mean it's a Christmas
When I
movie.
watch it, I think of Christmas.
All right. Okay. Well, that's like me saying every time I watch Dumb and Dumber, I think of Christmas because we always
I
watch
thought
it at
about
Christmas
putting that on
time,
my list.
and they go to Aspen and there's snow everywhere and they got trees decorated and everything. But Dumb and Dumber's not a Christmas movie. Either way. All right, Todd, you're number 7.
The Santa Claus.
Oh, okay.
Tim Allen.
All right. It's a good one. Great one. Tim Allen. Good dude. Love Tim Allen. All right, Royce, number 7.
Fred Claus.
Oh, okay.
I love some Fred Claus.
I ain't got a problem with Fred Claus. My kids love Fred Claus. It's pretty funny. I like Vince Vaughn.
It
He's
is.
super sarcastic. It's pretty good. Chad, number 7.
Let me come out of left field with another Tim Allen movie and the hermaphroditic Jamie Lee Curtis, Christmas with the Cranks.
That is a good one. That is a good one.
That's
That
a good
is a
one.
good one.
That is a good one.
Alyssa
I
really
forgot
likes
about
Christmas
that
with the
one, you
Cranks.
know?
All right. We got to speed it up a little bit here. Number 6, I have, and it has already been said, goes along with my Christmas Carol thing, and that is Bill Murray and Scrooged at number 6 for me. I love that movie. I love everything about it. That chick that's like the ghost of Christmas present, and she keeps bashing him in the face with things the entire time and kicking him in the you-know-wheres. I love it. I love it. All right, Tony, what you got at number 6?
I got the original How the Grinch Stole Christmas. The
cartoon.
the cartoon,
Okay,
yeah.
all right,
You're a
okay,
mean
all right.
one.
Todd, number 6.
Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
Number 6.
Yes.
All right. Well, now let's start the debate, I guess, in the chat. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Absolutely.
Comment in the chat, yes or no. I'll count to 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, it's
Yes.
not. Royce, what do you got at number 6?
It's already been said. Santa Claus, Tim Allen.
Okay, all right.
That's my number
Santa
6.
Claus.
We were
Santa
close.
Did you guys ever see the show that they did?
Nah,
No, I haven't watched it.
Is it
I
good?
watched it. It was great. They talked about Jesus a little bit. It was great. It was good.
Of course they did. Tim Allen's in it. All right, Chad, number 6.
Yeah, I'm not making this up. It's true, and I can verify it. My number 6 is also Die Hard.
Oh, that's cool.
All right. Okay.
Santa comes down the chimney, and so does John McClane. He comes
This
right
coming
down
from the
air.
man that lives
you
in
go.
Texas, and everybody knows that Texans are in a cult, and that cult is called Whataburger. And everybody in Texas talks about how good Whataburger is, but everybody that's not underneath the spell
don't.
knows it kind of sucks.
Sucks.
That's
Maybe
how
I
I
need to
feel
watch
about
this
Die
movie,
Hard
Die
as a
Hard.
Christmas movie. People, you've been put under a spell, and
I have a
there
Probably
are
not wrong.
There's
Probably not
deliverance. There's deliverance ministries that some of you need to go to. All right, number 5 for me. We are getting closer in our list. Again, no one's matched yet, but number 5 for me is.
Yeah, you guys.
Me and Chad just matched.
Oh,
Die
you're
Hard,
right. We did. Oh, I just ignored it because it's not a Christmas movie. Either way, number 5 for me. I'm not benefiting people for being wrong together. I'm not doing that. Okay. Either way, for number 5 for me, it is Tim Allen, the Santa Claus. For me, number 5. I love that. I love everything about it. Him burning the turkey, they go into Denny's or whatever, and it sucks and everything. I love the Santa Claus. Hey, Barabbas. I love everything about that movie. Popo Shiso. All right, Tony, you're number 5.
I got Polar Express.
Wow. Okay. All right. Tony's letting his dad speak a little bit for his list.
That's for sure.
All right, Todd, number 5.
Jim Carrey, Grinch Stole Christmas.
Okay. All right. Number 5, Royce.
I'm actually matching with Todd on this one. It's the Jim Carrey.
Wow.
The Grinch Stole Christmas. Number
Match.
5.
That's the
Todd,
first
high five.
real match. All right, Chad, number 5.
Boys, I just got to tell you, I want an official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200 shot range model air rifle. It is a Christmas story.
A
Number
Christmas
5.
story.
Okay.
Great film. Comment in the chat. Do you agree? Do you disagree? We got to keep going. Number 4 for me. I cheated a little bit because I can. It's a tie. It's a tie at number 4.
Them. You do it every year.
Home Alone 1 and 2 at number 4 for me. It's Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2 at number 4 for me. In fact, fun story, my kids, anytime we go to New York, like the Trump and everything now, they're all like, it's just like Home Alone. They, like they love that. All right, Tony, number 4 for you.
I got the animated Frosty the Snowman.
You are a child.
I
half
am at
of your
heart.
list is cartoon.
sorry,
Okay.
dude. That's
All right.
how I grew up.
All right. Good. All right, Todd, number 4.
It might not be the best one, but it is my favorite one. And to match with Graham, Home Alone 2.
Hey, we'll call that a match. All right. Royce, number 4.
I love me some Will Ferrell, so it's going to be the instant classic Elf.
Elf at number 4 for Royce.
Yeah,
That makes
it
sense.
is.
That makes sense. He's younger, so that makes sense. I had it
Yeah.
number 10. All right, Chad, number 4.
I got to agree. It's like talking except louder and longer, and you move your voice up and down. It's Elf.
Let's go, Chad.
I love it.
High five, Chad.
All right,
yeah.
Comment in
Wait,
the comment
wait,
section.
yeah.
Let us know if you agree. Oh,
No,
this,
wait,
is,
wait.
this is painful. That's painful. All right, okay. After that embarrassment. All right, at number 3 for me, it is a staple in my home. My wife will not allow me to watch it without her, and my daughter is now the same. That is Jim Carrey's How the Grinch Stole Christmas at number 3.
That's 3, nice.
For me. I love that movie. The Grinch as a whole for me, like I'll watch both of them back to back. I'll watch
All
the
3 of
cartoon to get ready, and then now Asher Marie, because it's like the Illumination, she likes the new Grinch because she doesn't understand like the real one yet. And so the Grinch for me is number 3. Tony, number 3 for you.
I got Die Hard.
Wow!
Sir. Yes,
Look at
sir.
us. Look at us.
Yes. sir.
Well, Tony has just eliminated himself for the rest of the competition
That's
at
fine.
this point. No, I'm just kidding.
My number 2 is gonna be.
Okay, Todd, number 3.
Claus.
What?
Klaus.
The
Klaus.
animated. I've not
The
seen that.
animated.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Okay.
Dude, I love that movie, man.
Again,
I wanna
you've
see
got
it.
2 randos in this list so far. The
It's a
chat
good one, man.
literally, just give me a bunch of question marks in the chat now after that. All right, Royce, number 3.
The Polar Express.
Wow.
It's something I think about often. The Polar Express was something I watched when I was.
softy, man.
When
you're
you're
such a
pooping.
softy. You're
When
a
you're
softy at
pooping.
heart. Like, I don't mean like softy. I mean like you're just like a teddy bear at heart, man. Like, all right, Chad, number 3.
All right,
What you got?
Number 3, puzzled and puzzled until his puzzler was sore. Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. It's How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Wow.
Which
love
one?
It. Love
The very
it, love
original
it.
one.
The original.
Nice.
I'm going to count that as a match because
That's a match.
I'm going to say that's a match. All right, so there we go. Grinch at number 3. What do you think, Chad? I know many of you have question marks just blowing up the chat right now with Todd's picks. I will say this. His picks have changed since last year. That was not in there last year. All right, number 2. And then after this, we're going to get into our honorable mentions.
We're both going to match on these.
The heated debate for people between 1 and 2, in my opinion, it's these 2 movies. The majority of America, it is these 2 movies that go back and forth. 2 heavyweights that throw haymakers every single year of which one is best. Number 2 at second loser in that battle for me is Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase, Christmas Vacation. Uncle Eddie, who's a fan of the show, by the way, love it. Everything about that movie, I've seen it 1,000 times, and I laugh every single time. Go ahead, Tony. Piss us all off. What's your number 2?
My number 2 is Krampus.
Krampus!
What the heck is that?
Wow.
It's
What
a
is
scary
Krampus?
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
Demonic
like
brother
the evil version of Santa.
Eats
It's got
children.
That's one of my favorite movies, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. I
I love
just,
that
it's
movie.
just not in my top 10. All right,
love
Todd,
What's that
what do you
Christmas
got?
movie where it's like Violent Night? Have you guys seen that?
Yeah, it's a great film.
That was-
great film.
that was
great
good.
film.
That was
They're
good.
making it number 2, by the way. All right,
Ooh.
Todd, what do you got number 2?
Hey, Chad.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're going to put a tree that big?
Bend over, I'll show you.
Bend over, I'll show you. Oh,
Number
man.
2, Christmas
Hey,
Vacation.
man, it's Christmas, and they have all those IG reels of these married women, and they're always like, it's going around. It's like this woman, she's married, and she's like, my husband, every time I ask him what he wants for Christmas,
I
and
said
it
that to
cuts to
Kendra.
Clark going, bend over and I'll
over,
show
I'll
you. It's the greatest thing ever.
Yes.
And it's so true. Men are very simple creatures. Don't ask us what we want if you're married and you don't want to hear the answer. Royce, you're number 2.
It's like
Christmas
Harry
Story.
Potter.
Oh, okay.
Christmas Story is my number 2.
Fantastic movie. Yeah, fantastic film. I love everything about that movie. I got nothing bad to say. Chad, number 2.
Oh, it's a flip-flop here on 1 and 2. What is it you want, Mary? You want the moon? I'll throw a lasso around. I'll pull it down here for you. And that's a pretty good idea. I'll give you the moon, Mary. It's a wonderful life.
It's a wonderful life for Chad. You weren't
guys-
kidding. It was up
I'm
there.
telling you, you guys have got to watch it with me, and let me explain the details to you. You'll-
Let me explain the movie to you.
I want to watch
simpleton.
it now. I
Yeah.
want to watch it.
I'll walk
All
you
right.
through life and death in that thing.
Comment in the chat. Do you agree with number 2? We've had a couple matches, but now it's time before we get to number 1 for honorable mentions. I have 2 honorable mentions. They are 2 movies that have really stolen my heart in my elder years, and they are making their way up to the top 10 very quickly because I watch them every year. Number 1 of my honorable mentions is, Royce already ruined it, Violent Night. I love that movie. What they did with Violent Night is they're like all these idiots that think that Die Hard's a Christmas movie. We're going to take the same concept and make it Santa Claus, and now it is a movie. Violent Night is amazing. And then also, to add to the Will Ferrell list and bringing Marky Mark in the bunch is Daddy's Home 2. It's an
Nice.
amazing
Forgot about that.
film. We watched it last night. It's so funny. It's so hilarious. Watching Will Ferrell keep kissing his dad on the lips because they're like super emotional and all this stuff. I love it. Tony, do you have an honorable mention?
Yeah, I have Christmas Story and It's a Wonderful Life. Both of them.
Christmas Story
Are
is your honorable mention.
mentions?
Wow.
It's Christmas.
Yep.
Suppress the rage. Todd, honorable mention.
2 honorable mentions: Nightmare Before Christmas and Elf.
Yep. Okay. Elf is an honorable mention for Todd. Royce, what you got?
I'm gonna say Nightmare Before Christmas. That's all I got. That's my only
Okay.
honorable
All right.
mention.
We stressed him to come up with 11. All right.
Home Alone is also, I didn't put that on my list, but it's another classic. It's just overplayed for me. I've seen Home Alone
It's
about
because
a million
it's
times.
because of when you were born. All right.
Probably.
I mean, Macaulay Culkin. You couldn't beat Macaulay Culkin back in the day. All right, Chad. Honorable mention for you? Yes or no? Two.
I've
of
got
them.
two.
All right.
I've got two. One was Jingle All the Way, and then
Okay.
the other is it almost popped into the top 10, and that is Violent Night.
Hey, yes.
Violent Night.
That's
It
a match
almost-
on honorable mentions.
It almost made number 10, and I made it an HM, baby. Honorable mention.
Hey man, they're making a number 2. I mean,
can't wait.
I'm excited for that.
It's so good. It's so good. It is what people make believe Die Hard is. It is awesome. All right, here we go. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, and in the chat, I want you to comment your number 1 Christmas movie.
Put it out there.
Put it in the chat right now. Let's go ahead and have it blow up here. I wonder if any of us match. Number 1 for me. It's not even up for a debate, and I have proof. There is only one film that every single year on a minimum of 3 channels is played for 24/7. And that is A Christmas Story. Number 1, the ultimate Christmas movie that has ever been made because it is a real Christmas movie. It's nothing fancy about it. It's about a family who wants to tear each other apart 99% of the time, and they come together on Christmas Day, and then the dogs come, they eat all the food, they end
The
up in a
Bumpus
Chinese
dogs.
restaurant.
The
Yeah.
The Bumpus Hounds.
You got it. Your dad's cussing and hates you 90% of the time. He doesn't even know what grade you're in. Just that's how I was raised, and there's just something about it that's beautiful. Tony, what's your number 1?
For me, it's Scrooged.
Wow.
With Bill Murray.
Okay. I can't
It's
hate
it's
it.
just-
I love Scrooge.
I mean,
It's
think
good.
about the story. You have a
It's a
greedy
great story.
CEO.
Well, it's
and
a
he gets
Christmas
taken
Carol.
back.
It's
Yeah,
Christmas
it
Carol.
literally is.
Yeah.
But it's just with funny sarcasm with Bill Murray. And it's just it's hilarious. And the Ghost of Christmas Past is just the way he laughs at him every time when he smacks into the wall.
I like it.
Yeah,
All right.
I love it.
Todd, I know me and you match on this one.
Yeah. Fa ra 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 ra. Absolutely.
He's
A
smiling
Christmas
at
Story.
me. He's smiling at me.
Yeah, it's smiling. Sick. Pow! Dude, I love it. All right, Royce, what's your number 1?
Christmas Vacation.
Okay. All right.
That is my number 1.
It's a battle.
I
It's a
love that
battle.
one, man.
All right.
Bro, when the Christmas trees light on fire, I can't.
Yeah,
I lose
yeah,
it
it's
every
good.
time.
No, the best part of Christmas Vacation, it was where they're like, "Do you want to say grace?" And she goes, "Grace? She died 15 years ago, or whatever it is." And then,
couldn't.
and then,
Yeah,
they're like,
Obviously, the lights, too.
and then she starts to pray, and I pledge allegiance, and Eddie takes his hat off. Like, it's the
Couldn't
greatest
hear
thing
a
ever.
bomb go off.
All right, Chad, you're number 1. Let's go. I think I know what it is, but let's go.
That's nice, Eddie. You know what I'd like? I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over on Melody Lane with all the other rich people, and I want him brought here with a big ribbon on his head. So, yep,
That's
it would
it.
be Christmas
Christmas
vacation.
vacation. You ready to do some
Hallelujah.
kissing? I love that. I love that.
You didn't even say the
That-
good part of the
that
line,
was a
though. You
great
didn't
movie,
say
dude.
all the...
Oh, I could have gone into
Oh,
snake
no,
licking,
yeah.
poop eating.
Hey, fun fact. That entire rant was ad-libbed. Every
Really?
single bit of that was just,
That's
they just
crazy.
said, go. If only Chevy Chase wasn't reported to be one of the most difficult actors in Hollywood to ever work with.
Yep.
But that's a fantastic movie.
Just the chainsaw. Fix the newel post.
Fix the newel post.
Dude, it's great. Okay, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, that's it. We hope you enjoyed this Christmas special of Dear America. Most importantly, we hope that you learned the truth, and that is my list. of the greatest Christmas movies ever. And most importantly, we hope you are taking this opportunity to spend time with your loved ones. That's it. This is a special time for you guys to, hopefully have some fun. Turn off the news for a minute and enjoy your family. That's it for the Christmas special of Dear America. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate everyone. And I say we just end it there.
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Merry Christmas,
everybody.
everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Ra, 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 ra.
Ra-da-da.